Rich, how you doing today, man?
I'm doing awesome.
Man, so
I'm here at Yellow Belly. Like, how cool is that?
is this your first time here?
It's my first time here. Yeah, I'm a drag and drive guy. I'm not a no prep, this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Or I should say, I wasn't before. But
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Nah, man, I appreciate your time, man. But
Yeah.
look, man, I seen this thing last night. Amazing. You got in the modern muscle
Yeah,
class?
modern,
Yeah.
late model, I think it's called. And it's,
Yeah.
it's supposed to be for 2009 or newer,
Yeah.
but they didn't have any place to put the stick cars, so it was 2009 or newer or has a stick in it. So that's how
Okay.
Tony and I both ended up in stick class last week. Or I mean in the late model class.
Yeah, yeah. And from my understanding, you drove this car from Canada.
2,000 miles to get here, yeah.
Jeez.
Towing a trailer, full of spare parts, just in case I break something.
Oh, so you got the trailer over there right now?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we can go
God.
look at that after if you want.
Yeah, man. Well, first off, tell me a little bit about the ride. I know it's our first time meeting.
Yeah.
I want to know a little bit about the car, man. Where you from? Well, we know where you from, but just a little bit about the car.
So I restored it about 20 years ago. It's been through quite a few different combinations. It had a tri-power. It's always been a stick car.
Yeah.
But the latest combination is it's a 521 cubic inch Pontiac with a 94 millimeter turbo. And at 17 pounds of boost, it makes about 1,500 horsepower to the tire. And then it's got a
Good God
6-speed
almighty.
manual, a T56 Magnum from G-Force. And so the first 4 gears are faceplated, and then 5 and 6 are overdrives, and they're synchronized. So you can cruise down the highway 80 miles an hour at like 1,700 RPM. And even towing a trailer going 80 to 90 miles an hour, it'll still get like 16 miles to the gallon. So it does really well just because of the low RPM. And it's a solid roller motor.
Yeah.
It's got Mega Squirt fuel injection, which is pretty old school. It's not Holley, it's not Haltech, but it's got traction control on it. All within the same ECU. It's got Cadillac ride height sensors for shock sensors. So there's a bunch of grassroots stuff on it, but it's 4,000 pounds too. So
It's heavy.
It is heavy.
It's heavy, yeah.
And so it's got an adjustable single 11-inch disc in it from Black Magic Clutches, Cale Aronson, and it really allows me to like slip it off the line and get this thing moving without breaking everything behind the motor, because it hits it pretty hard. But with the clutch doing its job, everything else works pretty good.
Man, that is awesome, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I follow like more of like the Grudge, No Time crap, and when I see stuff like this at the track, I feel like it's crazy how y'all. You said you drove 2,000 miles.
2,000 miles to get here. Yeah.
God.
I got
dog.
2,000 miles to get home, so that's why there's a trailer full of spare parts over there.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I don't have to go in the trailer. And,
Yeah. I was just about to ask you, did you tear up anything on the way here?
Nope, not so far. Yeah.
And you ran Sick Week before too, though. Huh?
Yeah, last 3. So Sick Week's been around for 3 years. This is the 3rd year.
Yeah.
First year I drove all the way down. It was 3,000 miles to get there.
Yeah.
About 1,000 miles and another 1,000 or 3,000 miles back. So it was like 7,000 to 8,000 miles each year.
God dang.
First year I won the stick class. There was 26 cars.
Yeah.
I think my average that year was like an 885.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was an 891. Second year was an 885, and then and so I won the second year too. And this is what you win when you win.
Yeah. Come on, show. Nice, man. Nice.
So I got 2 of those, only 2 in Canada.
Yeah.
And then and this year, Chad Figley, who does a little bit of no prep and stuff too, he's got a stick shift vet. He ran in the 7s this year, and I've only got an 850 cage, and they're NHRA tracks, so I can only go 850. And this year it went 851 at 166 miles an hour.
So you maxed out kind of in a way. Yeah.
Unless I still got room in the 8th. Like I'm allowed to go 535, and the car's been 560 at 132 in the 8th. Not here. Yeah.
Man, that's awesome, man. Oh, so how is the racing scene different from Canada and here? Like,
this is crazy shit. Yellow Belly is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, but amazing too. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, if we talk about the past first, like just going down this track where it feels like you're in a tunnel, and you watch the video afterwards, and it feels like you're going a million miles an hour.
Yeah.
But the starting line vibe, the amount of traffic and people you got to drive through, but it's awesome. Like all the people here have been fantastic. The whole scene's been fantastic. Yeah, this was on my bucket list after seeing it last year. Seeing Big Chief go down at once, I'm like, I got to go down that track. So I would have been happy to make one pass, but the fact that I went rounds yesterday and I just barely lost to the guy who won. I was down in the final 3. I'm stoked. Like, yeah, this is awesome. And I didn't know what to expect of the pits and all that stuff, but it's awesome.
Nah, it's pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
Like I said, I had to come over here, and man, I thought you was like a small talk car when I heard it. I was like, man, they got small talk car coming up, and I seen this. I'm like, wait a minute.
That's a big old boat.
Yeah, yeah, it's a 4,000 pound.
I barely make the corner over there. I'm like, gotta wiggle around.
Yeah, man.
It's like launching or docking my boat in the water box.
Man, but like I said, they was talking about you heavy on my live feed, dude.
Oh, right on.
On my live feed, man. They was like, man, he drove from Canada. Because I didn't, and no disrespect, like, I didn't know anything about it, you know?
When people hear that, I had one guy come up to me yesterday, and he's like, somebody told me you drove this from Canada. And I'm like, I did drive it from Canada. He's like, you mean like on a trailer? And I'm like, no, I got a trailer behind the car. But I drove
you
it all
pulling
the way.
a trailer.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So where the parachute goes, that's where the hitch fits.
Okay.
So I just pull the parachute out for driving and slide the hitch in, and then.
And this is a little trailer right here.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
And it's got everything. It's got a spare transmission in it. There's a 9-inch in it. There's axles buried up there.
So this thing can hold a lot. I put it this thing can hold a lot. See, this is my first time seeing one in person. So.
I got tons of tools, tons of spare parts, and especially for a Pontiac, like if I was lots of the Dragon guys use LS motors because you pretty much go to the junkyard if you need some parts. But ain't nothing in the junkyard for that thing, so I have to carry it myself if I because it's my transportation home. So if I fuck it up, I gotta fix it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, there's no option to go.
You ever get nervous while you on the road? Like, you came by yourself?
My brother came with
me.
You
and your brother?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. He rode with you?
Yeah.
So do y'all ever get like nervous on the road? Like, what if we can't fix it, or what if something else happened?
I think I've done 19 Dragon drives. That car's got like 150,000 miles on it now. I broke lots of stuff. Like I broke upper control arms in the middle of Montana, in the middle of nowhere, and got it back together. Transmissions I've broken a lot of shit, but that's part of the adventure.
Right,
man. Figure out how to fix it.
What you think been the best like part of the Dragon drive? Because I've never been on. What's the best experience? What's the best experience you ever had on Dragon drive?
Pretty much the people. Like
the people. Okay.
And I've been to probably more drag strips than a lot of the people in the U.S. So it provides you this avenue to see everything. Like I've been all the way out of California. I mean, Florida's been the furthest. But it's such a diversity of cars too, which there is here too. There's right. These two communities aren't that far apart. The only difference is we have to switch ours over every day. Got to change it back to street mode, drive to another track. So you can't spend a bunch of time trying to get the best time slip, because you still got to drive 3,000 miles or 300 miles or something that day. But I'd say the people, but the people here are fantastic too.
Right. Yes, sir, man.
Yeah.
Man, we ain't gonna hold it. What class you getting in today?
I think I'm just gonna do the Index 560 to 590 quick street.
Okay.
So we'll see, because it went 6.0 yesterday with a crank signal issue. So if I can run a 5 at Yellow Belly, I'll go home even happier.
Yes, sir, man. Well, like I said, I'm gonna let you get back to it, man. I appreciate your time, man. almighty. Bet for the win. My fault, bro. I keep getting in your way. My fault.